Answer, don't answer, don't answer.
How'd you know someone was about to call me?
Don't even worry about it.
Hello?
It's me, you fucking goofy. Hang up the phone. See, that's why I can't even trust your thirsty ass. Your ass just ready to yap and giggle with whoever was on the phone.
Now, some of y'all might look at that as silly, but that was really a test of like if you're gonna listen to me or not. I literally told you don't answer the phone. You look at the phone, see it's a random number, and still disobey everything I just told you to do and answer it anyway. Just looking dumb. You couldn't wait to answer the phone to yap with whoever the fuck was on the other line. You don't even know what's going on yet, but yet I give you some type of information. You just listen to it, be like, fuck you and what you said. I'm gonna answer it anyway.
That's really what it is. Not listening, and they wonder why men don't want to be a part of their life. I already know, just by this basic and simple instruction, you're not going to listen to anything else. Hard-headed.
Early in my marriage, don't beat me up, ladies. I'll tell you why. My wife said to me one night, Sean, I left some food on the stove. I need you to put it away before you go to bed. Bet. She goes to bed. I go to the kitchen. There are 4 pots on the stove. I take each pot. I neatly put it in the refrigerator. She came down the next day and said, why did you put the pots in the refrigerator? Because you communicated, put the food away. I did what you said. What did she mean? Put it in Tupperware, saran wrap, aluminum foil. Said none of that. I grew up in a home. We put everything in the refrigerator. Pots, pans, with grease in them, bowls, cups. Everything went in the refrigerator. I couldn't read her mind. Now some of y'all say, oh, that's weaponized competence and you should have known. You should. How should I have known? I was doing what I've always done. The point is, break it down. Specifically, with specificity, that word.
I'll step on a scale right now. Don't try me with that shit. If you have an ugly face, you're fucking ugly. And honestly, if you're short, you're uglier.
Short guys are not the move. If you're short, get some boosters in your shoes. Owning them out.
I call my husband daddy in the bedroom and sir when he's handling business. I am a wife. I am soft, and I am happier, wetter, richer, and more powerful than 99% of the so-called strong, independent women screaming at me online. Here's why. And the data that will never make you settle for a combative woman ever again. Fact number 1. Women who feel led have 4 times more orgasms. Archives of Sexual Behavior in 2022. This is 15,000 women, okay? Found that women in relationships where the man is the undisputed leader report 4 times more orgasms per week, 70% higher sexual satisfaction, and 3 times more likely to actually initiate the sex themselves. Imagine that. What does this translate to? When she doesn't have to be the man, her body finally relaxes enough to flood. Fact number 2, egalitarian marriages die fastest. A 20-year University of Norway study showed that couples who split chores 50-50 and take turns leading have a divorce rate 50% higher than those where the man clearly leads. Why is this? Because the polarity collapses, the tension dies, and the bedroom gets cold. Fact number 3, masculine leadership creates feminine surrender and insane loyalty. It's as simple as that. When a woman feels her man is fully in charge of direction and protection, her oxytocin, her pair bonding hormone, spikes 300%. That is the same chemical that makes new mothers die for their babies. Give her that safety and she will burn cities before she ever betrays you. This is what real submission looks like in my house. He makes the money. I have some side hustles, but when my husband walks through the door, I am barefoot, voice soft, eyes up. I ask, how do you want me tonight, baby? He tells me, I obey. And I fly so high, I forget my own name sometimes because I'm not carrying the whole world. He is. Call it unfair, I call it balance. That's not weakness. It's the smartest trade that I have ever made. Men, stop dating women who hiss at the word submit. They are showing you that they never truly relax around you, that they will never give you that wild, devotional, ride or die love that you are craving. Find the woman strong enough to kneel, secure enough to call you a king without any sarcasm. That woman isn't broken. She is rare. She is peace, and she is the last 10 out of 10 that you are ever going to need. Protect her, lead her, own her, and watch her turn in your entire bloodline into legends. That's biblical, that's biological. That is the cheat code that has been erased. So take it back.
These strong, independent women, She's right. These women are miserable. I know they say that they've got the most money in the world, but once again, we see, I think there was a woman that she's a psychologist. She's married. I think she's a feminist too. She said, these modern women, they're miserable. These strong, independent women, these boss babes, girl bosses, they're miserable. Let me tell you how I know. They're in my office every single week talking about how lonely they are.
I ain't gonna lie. Once I learned how to shut the up in a relationship, like, it just got easier. Like, that's one thing I give to the men. Like, y'all was right. Like, sometimes we just need to shut up. And, yeah, I get what I want when I just listen and shut up. Even if you're wrong, I just shut up. I just shut up now. La 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 la. Like, I just play this tune in my head until he's done. And he thinks I'm listening and he thinks he's right. But, you know, it's all right. Just shut up. It goes a long way, ladies.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Wait, what?
When she says she's lost the spark, that means that she can't go out partying every weekend and get drunk and act like a fool. And she can't sleep around with every Tom, Dick and Harry because she's got to look after a kid. So basically what she's saying is that she misses the streets. You can take the girl out of the streets, but you can't take the fucking streets out of her. You know what I'm saying? Be careful what woman you choose, because that woman is going to be the mother to your children. Stay woke in these streets like Big Burn.
And as you can see, acting a darn fool. But they want people, men, to take care of this. They want men to wife. I mean, you're sitting here talking about how your life is terrible, and you want a man to be happy to take care of you, and you're not happy to take care of children. You're not happy to take care of anybody else. I mean, God dog, if a baby can't get your love, then who can? That also looks like newborn parents tired. She looks like she's tired, sleepy.
Men are not that complicated.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's what women don't get. You got to make sure your man is good internally, because the world beat them up every day. And if somebody calling, especially if the man making some money, everybody calling, can I get this, can I get that? But nobody stopped to say, how is your day? Good morning, good afternoon. Simple shit like that means the world to men.
$1 billion.
Simple shit. Y'all want to fuck a few bitches, but y'all want somebody that genuinely love you. So when you get me in your life, motherfucker, I'm gonna love the shit out of you.
If modern women can get this through their heads, if they can really understand this, there's no telling how fast they could get a man. Once you realize there's not a lot of complication, it's straightforward, it's blunt, it's going to be really, in my opinion, it's going to be a lot easier to get a man.
You know what I'm starting to realize about a lot of y'all professional victims? Y'all fight or flight check engine light is on and y'all refuse to acknowledge it, and I don't know why. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, I love you. I love you. Buddy. Kiss.
Wiener dog?
It is.
Have fun with your baby.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You need to walk your dog. It is 2 a.m. 2 a.m. And instead of officially doing that, you are sitting in the middle of a sidewalk. You propped your phone up to record yourself or record a TikTok or whatever it is at 2 a.m. You are playing more with your dog than you are walking your dog. Let's just start there. But you end up seeing someone at the corner of your eye. He sees you, you see him. It is 2 a.m. and your fight or flight has not kicked in for whatever reason because you did not move a fucking muscle. You didn't stand up. You didn't grab your dog and walk away. You didn't do anything. You just sat there. If you were actually in true danger, it's over with. You can't run away because you're sitting down. And two, you got your back facing the fucking street where the guy is. Now, he's at a distance because I can hear it in the video. But he says something to you along the lines of, hey, is that a wiener dog? You say, yeah, you know, I love my dog, whatever. Okay, cool. He says, all right, well, you know, enjoy your dog. And he goes about his business. You do know it is 2 a.m., so he could be just as afraid of you as you are of him. And if you ask me, if I'm walking outside at 2 a.m. and I see a random woman sitting in the middle of a sidewalk, yeah, my fight or flight is starting to kick in. Because that is not normal behavior for human beings at 2 in the motherfucking morning. And here's another thing. People don't realize, but people strike conversation to cut tension, especially when it's dark out. It's no different from walking down a dark path and you see someone coming in the opposite direction. When y'all get close enough, you give them a little head nod. Just acknowledge them. It's the same concept, just to see how they react to what it is that you are doing. Your fight or flight in that moment is telling you, nigga, we don't know what this is going to be. Do something about it. And so in order to not overreact, you either strike a conversation, you give a little head nod, you wave, you whatever. So he's walking out at 2 a.m. You are in the middle of a sidewalk at 2 a.m. He gets close enough to say, oh, shit, it's just a woman with her dog. So you know what? Let me strike up a conversation. That way she knows I'm of no danger to her. I was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on because she was sitting down in the middle of a fucking sidewalk at 2 a.m. But somehow, some way, it was about him or things that men should not do. Nah, sweetheart. I think what you should do is be more aware of your surroundings, number one. If you're going to walk your dog at 2 a.m., do that. And just that. 3, stop trying to frame people when you put them in a very awkward situation as well. And 4, please understand that your awkward behavior can put people in really uncomfortable situations as well. Y'all keep your change.
I don't get mad if a woman be like, I just don't want to do this anymore. Well, I love you so much, I want you to be happy even if you're not with me. Blessings on your journey. I don't chase, I replace.
You can chase a woman sometimes.
That's a game. I'm not about to chase nothing. I don't want nothing that don't want me.
But women say things they don't mean sometimes.
That's cool.
Just
but they got some real women out here that say everything they mean.
Why would the world ever be run by men?
Because men are your enforcement mechanism of society. They are able to literally physically enforce the laws that they enact. If you have a leader that's physically weaker than you, and when they say there's laws and they can't maintain them, your civilization falls apart. That's why there are more patriarchies than there have ever been matriarchies.
Like, what sense does that make? Better yet, why are women not being treated like the goddesses that we are?
You're not a fucking god. You're a human that bleeds like everyone else. Women fought for equality, meaning that women and men are supposed to be treated the same, not you being treated like a superior fucking being.
We literally make people.
A sperm and an egg collide, grow and turn into a child, you push it out. You're not making the baby is making itself and it's feeding off of you to build itself. That's how that works. A process that monkeys, dogs, cats do does not make you a god. And you need the male component to create the process.
Need I say more than that?
Yes, you definitely need to say more than that, because getting banged out and then doing your biological job doesn't make you a god. If you're annoying and think that you're entitled to things, you're just annoying and feel entitled to things. What are you actually worth besides the thing any other woman can do?
Let me just say this, stop crying over that. Stop losing your mind over that. Stop losing sleep over that. You know she was a liar. You knew she was a cheater. You knew she was deceiving you. It all came to the light. You tried to turn the pink. You tried to turn the red flags pink. You tried to turn them white. It did not work, my boy. You know why? Because she was never going to change her ways. She was always going to be a liar, a cheat, a deceiver, a manipulator. She was always going to use those behaviors towards you because she wasn't serious about you. I'm just saying, make it make sense. You knew who she was. She showed up and showed you who she was, and you cared so much about her that you sat up there and gave that bitch a pass. Fuck that. Get back to you. Get back to your confidence. Get back to your businesses. Get back to everything that matters to you. Bitch is long gone emotionally. She been gone. She been out the door. You sitting up here self-sabotaging. You sitting up here manipulating yourself, trying to hang on to this. She don't want you. You know she don't want you. Stop calling that. Stop texting that. Stop DMing her. You trying to get at her through all these different angles. You know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. Fuck her. Fuck.
Hey man, get, like she said, get back to what you was doing. Get back on the grind. Get back on that bike. She wasted a lot of time. She wasted a lot of money. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. Get back on that bike. Start pedaling again. You got it.
Summer Walker has said the following on the podcast. If you ride or die for a man, you will indeed die. And a woman looks stupid for doing so. What are your thoughts on that?
I could agree with what she said to a certain extent. A nigga will lead you straight to the ground, like, if you follow the wrong nigga or if you let him lead. But that's why females need to not be so quick to jump into it with niggas. Like, motherfuckers don't take the time to get to know people. You think you knew somebody after a month or two or something like that, and then they switch up and you like, damn, I thought you was this, but you ain't really this, you that. Like,
a woman can have a baby and let a nigga hit raw and choose to have the baby before she realizes he a fuck nigga.
Yes.
Bullshit. Damn it, you had at least to the first trimester to figure it out. You ain't know in the first 90 days this nigga won't gonna be an ain't shit father. You didn't fucking get the goddamn memo when his ass told you he ain't want to be a daddy. You ain't fucking goddamn get the clues when that nigga stopped. Why you triggered? It's not your turn to talk, Savvy. That's your problem now. Fact of the matter is, man, y'all need to choose better. A broke nigga can't be a fucking rich nigga for too long. A goddamn fuck nigga can't seem to be a husband for too long. That nigga might be able to tap with his homeboy car for a couple of days, but ain't no fucking way. Y'all are getting these full-blown relationships with these fuck niggas and not knowing that they fuck niggas. No, that nigga had some money and you needed it. That nigga had some good dick and you wanted it. That nigga had light eyes and you liked it. That nigga had good hair and you was feeling it. That's what it be. Choose better. Stop blaming us. There's some good niggas out here, but y'all don't pay them no attention.
It's not real life. People are living a fake life on Instagram and their reality is trash. That's not the dream. The dream is, who can you be bored with? Who are the people that you literally could do nothing with and actually enjoy their company? Like, who are the people that you want to go have fun with and not in a way that needs to be posted on social media? Sit on a rocking chair, watch Netflix, lay in the bed, sit by the pool, dancing in the living room, laughing, playing games, testing one another. Like, there are so many fun things that you can do with your partner. And if you can't do those things, and that's why friendship is so important, how are you going to keep it spicy?
I'm a church minister and I have a BBL. I would describe my look, I would say I'm like Black Barbie, the baddest. I became a church minister when I was 28. I didn't decide to become a church minister. God called me to become a church minister. I haven't always been religious. It kind of just started to align to my purpose and who I was at that time.
There's a particular group of African American women who have learned how to walk inside of darkness for extensive periods of time, right? The wrong things that they adhere to, or just like doing, that may go against the general conscience. This particular group of African American women have learned how to disable their conscience and do those things anyway, by learning how to believe lies that they tell themselves to justify their wrongdoings. So now they're able to walk in wrongness for longer periods of time. And the longer they walk inside of wrongness, the more it tears them up. And you can see it in their actions and their behaviors when you see them doing things that you think anybody should know better than to do, right? That's them exercising their ability to believe whatever they tell themselves. And the better they get at believing whatever they tell themselves, the longer they're able to walk inside of wrongness and do worse things, until they resemble something that will do just about anything and make excuses for it as they do it. These are the women who have learned how to let wrongdoing flow through them effortlessly without feeling bad about it, which is why you're seeing so many men find out children that they've raised for 25 years are not theirs. To us, that's crazy, mind-blowing, insane. But when you catch this woman, her response is, why did you go get my baby tested in the first place? Right? Back to the streets with her.
I mean, why would you even have that? The Bible talks about going away, getting away from vanity, getting away from putting all of the attention on you. These modern women, I'm telling you, Why don't God send me a man? Because you don't even follow God's direction. Man.
The same way you want a man to keep you in your feminine energy because you're in your soft girl era and so on and so forth. I think it's the same thing that should be reciprocated to a man, keeping him in his masculine energy, allowing him to be a man and make mistakes and do the things that he deems is right for your relationship. So often you women want to correct your man every time he does something because you think that your way is right, not allowing him to be a man and make those decisions on himself. And because he doesn't want to argue and he doesn't want to do anything, he just shuts down and lets you just have it. Allow a man to make a mistake just because you might know the right way. Allow his way to happen first because you don't know where that might end up. Even if you think it's wrong, it's not up to you to dictate. That is a man. Keep him in his masculine energy so that you can stay in your feminine energy. The best version you get of a man is when you're the best version of yourself and you act like a woman, because then he wants to do more. He's thinking of more ways to make you happy because of the excitement that you bring him. That's all I'm saying. I could be wrong, but I think this is right. Tighten up.
Women do pick criminals. Criminals are more men that have committed a
And that's the sad part to me that I've been having to try and figure out how to work around, that your opinion now has more consequences than ever.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are a prime example of watching how you still don't understand, well, why won't they let me do this or whatever? And it's simply because you tell too much truth.
Yeah. I mean, we'll be demonetized for 2 years because of this. And, that's the reality. It's like whether they attack you physically or they attack you financially, right? There's always going to be some type of consequence for saying things that offends people to some degree. And I would say, the left has been way more pro-censorship, or what do you want to call it, the left, progressives, liberals, whatever it is. They don't respect free speech at all. I mean, hell, when Jimmy Kimmel got canceled, they were crying about free speech. Right. But he got it back in a day or two. And I even came out and said, yo, I don't agree with that joke. I think it was very tasteless to do it at that time when he made it. But we shouldn't be canceling people for jokes. That's a bad precedent that liberals engage in, not us.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he got it back, because as always, they galvanize better than we do on that side, right? They boycotted, they protested, etc. Conservatives don't really protest. When they do is January 6th and they go to jail. You know what I mean? It's progressives that boycott, right? I'm sorry, that go out there and march, because a lot of times they might not have the financial capital to do the things that they do. But they'll definitely take the time and go out there and protest with no kings. They'll go ahead and say no immigration or stop with the immigration raids. Like, they will mobilize, right? Whether it's BLM, no kings protests, immigration protests, they're outside. Conservatives, not really outside, because a lot of times they tend to have families, older, have a real job, don't want to get canceled.
Yeah, and it's a funny thing to watch, because like you said, these people weren't watching Jimmy Kimmel. But now that he got canceled, they're like, well, that's just some way we could stick it to the right.
Yes.
The whole support of Jimmy Kimmel was just a way to stick it to the right. And it was blatant hypocrisy to listen to them talk about, well, it's free speech, when they spent the whole Biden administration canceling people because they said something that you didn't like. Remember, they're the people who said dead naming someone can get you put in jail.
Everyone got banned during the Biden administration.
Yep.
Like, I could think of literally a million. Bongino, us, Pearl, Tates, Nick, Alex Jones,
me,
you, like all from that 2020, right when the pandemic was beginning, till now, right? So now that Trump's back in, a bunch of people got banned, and January 6th had a lot to do with Charlottesville, right? Anyone that was at these events, automatically banned. So there was absolutely a pro-censorship regime under Biden, and they didn't even hide it. Like, Media Matters was colluding with the U.S. government to ban people all over the place.
Zuckerberg